We're picking up immediately. That's right. Hey guys, welcome back. Last time we did some more schoolyard. We could not get a huge money run that we kind of want. We're going to probably try and do that this time, as well as the pump room stuff, because we know we need to get to the bottom of the water to find another sigil key. We have Realm and Rune, which explains sigils to us, but we have the full version in the library, not today, but we have the ability to request it. And that'll help us with sigils moving forward. We're still winning at parlor games. We're still winning at dartboard puzzles. We have not been able to do much in the workshop, but we have done a few things in the workshop. In fact, in the library, we should be able to see what all we've done, so we can aim for what we haven't done. Still haven't gotten the directory finished. Still haven't gotten the Full House trophy, but as long as we get Full House, we just have to get a good run for it. Having a lot of dice will help with that. Let me think. Classrooms could also help with that because they just kind of weave, and they have a lot of drafting possibilities. You can redraw for free 6 times from a classroom. But we kind of want the axe to get rid of that. As far as the directory is concerned, room 11 and whatever that room number is going to be. Let's see, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40. 40 may not even be added to our draft pool, though, so I don't know if that's a thing we can realistically see. Her ladyship's chamber is going to be one of those. Master bedroom was also mentioned to us, so we haven't seen either one of those. The third one, I don't know. We've gotten all the hallways and we've used all the hallways. We still need morning room, but we need bacon and eggs for that. We have almost all of the shops. I don't remember which shop we don't have. I think I know of the shop, but I don't know that I know of the shop. You know? Red Room's done it all. We've gotten these additions of studio additions, so that's not going to be... Blue rooms won't be added to the main rooms. But that's an interesting thing. Throne room will go there, but we haven't accessed it. Tunnel's going to go here, and we also have not used that. We found that last time. And then we still have not used the sanctuary, whatever it's called. I guess we'll go ahead and go out and just see what we have. If we can get that one, we will. I don't think I want a schoolhouse run this time around. I do want the Mount Holly gift shop, and I do want to use the chapel piggy bank, and I want a money run, basically. Trading post is not bad here. There's stuff we can do with that, so that'll be fun if we can. We would need the armory and money for that, but the armory has 2 more things with that lighter that we can use. We'll go ahead and din. We shall corridor. Here we can go left if we need to. All spare room, because we can always double back into that little area. It's not hard. Get us a gem. Closet's not bad here. Key in the item finder. Commissary, probably because we got the item finder. But I don't want to buy anything at this point. Library would be fun to go ahead and request the thing, but chapel might be more valuable in a very literal sense. Doesn't matter that I lose it because Piggy is still right there. Workshop for items and the ability to combine them. Metal detector, I was like, what am I even looking at? It's a metal detector. The armory is not a bad choice, but we want to go left and right from there, I suppose. So security is probably the next best option. The axe. We will go ahead and axe the schoolroom. As much as breaking Piggy for this is not necessarily the best move. Breaking Piggy. Keeper of Ties can only be broken once. Are you sure you want to break him now? Yes. 67, not bad. And now I should never get charged tithes in that room ever again. Go and do this for 32, yes. And we can do that from here if we go to outer room is probably wrong. Classroom. And you see in the bottom right the axe. Permanently axe this, yes. So the question is, can we axe further things? Maybe. I don't know if we can ever get that a second time, but it's a possibility. We'll leave that there, but we won't use our money if we don't need to. I guess we'll go into the foundation. We can still get stuff out of spare room that'll make up the difference. Parlor will get us gems, which are much needed for certain rooms, so. And axing the school room. Like I said last time, gems are in the true box, maybe. The black box is true, also maybe. The blue box is true. So these are mutually true. And this is false, it would have to be, and therefore the gems are in the false box. Or the gems are not in the true box, but these are both true, so that means the gems are in here. So that's a pretty easy one. Watch if I had missed that, that would have been hilarious. I will go ahead and go to the right and just unlock this. Quite literally, I didn't mean it literally, but okay. And I wanted to go that direction, so we'll do that. We don't have a library yet, but if we can library and bookstore, that would be nice. We've also got a metal detector, so money will be coming our way as well as keys. But we will double back and try out the other areas. We've gotten everything in the Mount Holly gift shop. Oh, it still does charge me and I can't get it back. Okay, I didn't realize that. Oh well. What are we selling today? Shovel key. Everything's 50% off, is that right? Today's 20 and 21, everything's half off. Nice. Today is 21. Okay. I mean, keys, honestly. I won't get 110 today. The treasure room will build up every time I use it, so there's no point in worrying about it. So I might as well buy everything I can today here. The treasure room will give me the Mount Holly stuff. The bookstore I can get the same way. Just wait for runs until I get both the treasure room and that bookstore, Mount Holly store, right? So laboratory's not a bad choice. Get an experiment, maybe raise my allowance every time I dig up junk. Can I get that possibly? Nope. 2 or more gems every bedroom after your second, which isn't many. Draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then a key, 3 gold for every red room. 1 key randomly. This is the most likely to happen. Actually, this is pretty plausible. I'll just keep losing steps, which is unfortunate. And then I'll get that. How's that? That might be a good choice. None of them are great choices, but that's something I can probably profit off of multiple times. West Ring Hall is free and does the same thing as security, minus the actual security feature, but I can access security from my laboratory if I need to, so haha. Might as well quest bedroom, there's no point not to. Give me a gym, give me steps. Courtyard is a strong move here. Got a hammer. I do have a shovel. Let's say can't dig, but I can. Pebbles. Turnip, that's not bad. And salt the turnip, so we got extra juice. I'll take the garage here. I got the foundation already, and spare room can go upward. We got 3 keys in here. We just need to unlock it if we're going to go outside. I don't know if there's a point to. We'd also need car keys to get an item out the back. We're going to go left. Library. Instead, I think I will store room, get myself some items. Yep. Backtrack to the main room. The odds of us getting a red room look kind of high. That's a solid plan right there. We have the gems. We can use a dead-end room here. Drafting studio really isn't the best option, but it gets us more rooms. That's what we want. We don't. The problem is we don't get anything out of here but a letter, you know. But this is Drafting Strategy Volume 1, which I think we read, but it just gives you the basics. Purple is good for stuff, and here's good combinations. Green is good for stuff, and here's good combinations. That kind of stuff. Multi-rooms, and the word from the editor. So I think we saw that when we first came. But we can add rooms to our dormitory is kind of valuable. Kennel, anytime you dig in a room, it unlocks all the doors in that room. That's pretty solid, actually. So I think I will kennel this time. The casino's freaking useless, so... I'm sure it's not exclusively useless, but I always lose money in the casino. Go figure. November. Oh, but those are not the direction I wanted. It's not impossible to make it out of the foundation and get back here, but this was not the ideal. With a key, we have a coupon book. Okay, that's helpful. I think that is useful in the bookstore as well, but I could be wrong. So we'll go back up to the foundation. We don't have a key card, so we can't access it from the bottom level. And we're getting more and more likely to be having dread rooms and losing steps. We'll go and buy that at a discount. I have a sledgehammer, right? Yes, I don't need that one. Okay, time to dig. Dig. Turnip with salt. Dig. Coin. I have 8 keys because I bought out the commissary, which was a smart move. Good job, me. We will hallway, I suspect. But we need to be able to go both directions from here, and that's iffy. Got a key out of that, nice. Well, in order to keep moving forward in life, we're gonna keep moving. Oh, we have pantry. Well, in that case, I will probably observatory then. I almost did a stupid. If we can still fight, we also had the planets once. If we can still fight, we should. Speen, speen, speen. Oh, that's Draxus. No, thank you. See? Draxus. Bad. Also, the fact that Draxus is the dead and we have the tomb, Grim Reaper, or Shinigami, or whatever you want to think of him as, I wonder if Draxus is an angel. Because the one downstairs has wings, is why I'm saying angel. Kitchen, coat check, or dark room. None of which are ideal. We shall Knight's Shield on the dark room so we can see what we're doing. Because that's how it works. We lost steps. We did the experiment. We got a key. We also got a key card. I don't know if that was really a smart idea to do this, but because we're going to run out of steps real freaking fast. But boiler room keeps us moving that direction, which we want. Use a key here. The kennel keeps us moving up and the dig spots, but the aquarium is a better thing. And we have 8 keys, so I'm not worried about running out of keys for this run. Which way do I want to go first? I'm going to aquarium, try and get the pool room. Oh, we did an observatory. Okay, well we can go back with observatory if we have money ever. Get the compass, try and get a turnip. It's a shoe. Well, use key here. Can't afford the trophy room. Bedroom is not bad. May have an item in it. Gonna be using a lot of keys. The pool is the one that we want because we have the gym right now. We don't want to forget and spend it later. Maybe a key over here. Nope. Maybe money over here. Also nope. Oh, so many good options in the pump room zone that I can afford, and I cannot map the boiler room up here. Freaking gosh darn it. Well, that was not ideal, but what we can do, we can pull water from other rooms and fill up the fountain again. Yeah. Let's see. That'll come from tank 1, and then we can tank 2. Since I have the aquarium, I've never known what draining the aquarium actually even does. So, might as well find out now. Oh, wrong lever. I don't think that's what I want to do. I don't think I want to fill this one up, actually. Well, it's empty right now, right? So we can go look at it. It's literally 2 rooms over. We have 22 steps. It'll be fine. Can I touch anything? I can't touch anything. I can see what these two are, plane and pain. I hope that's not all it was good for. Apparently that's all it's good for. Okay, whatever. There's that, which is miscolored. But it looks like it's standard, so, you know, whatever. So let's refill this. Am I stupid? I am stupid. Kitchen is 4, which is this one. Actually, I think I want to leave kitchen. Kitchen also had the sink running, and I don't know what that meant, but we will leave kitchen for right now. Let's do greenhouse, because I never use the greenhouse, right? Of course, I could use the pool. And the pool's literally right there, so we can kind of watch it happen in real time. Wrong direction. That's rather fast. I might need this thing to drain the pool all the way. There are 2 boxes. Let me see if I can access the 2 boxes as they are. This run's kind of screwed because of the... No, I can't. I'm going to have to drain it all the way to get the chests. This run's kind of screwed because of the red room rule that I had going. Can't really get anything for free in this world, so... Conference room it is. So I'll refill the pool. Those 2 go to? Oh, I'm trying to think. Goes to both fountain and reservoir. So yeah, I probably need the this thing to drain the pool, which is sadness. We'll drain the greenhouse. Yeah. So these hold 4. And if these hold 4, then I want to fill it up at the kitchen to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Facing the right way. Kitchen is selected. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes to here. Okay. Gotta make sure that's selected, and then we're going to hit. Not you. Gonna hit the reservoir to do that 1. Good, okay. And you'll see why that's good later. Probably tomorrow. I won't in the run because I'm in the video because this will be quick, but money. Might as well, doesn't hurt. Attic is fascinating, but dining room is useful. I will get 10 steps from the lunchbox, which is handy. I have an aquarium, so I'll get 30 steps from the fish. That was very handy. Oh, and because I've got the salt shaker, I'm getting extra steps too. Excelente. So what now? We'll go to the other side. Do I have other ways to keep going this way? At the boiler room. Okay, so that's, yeah. In theory, I'm still not stuck out of a room. But not having gyms is gonna really cost me. Boudoir is not bad, it'll get me a gym and 2 dice. Having 55 steps makes me feel a lot better. Drafting studio would also be a good choice coming soon. It would cost a gym, but it'll get me a gym, so it's a 0 cost room overall, and it will get me a forward and a sideways. I don't want it here, but I do want it. I want it right here, and then maybe a drafting room after that. None of you are right. I have an aquarium which counts as every room, so this will double my money, which is valuable. I get 2 keys out of it, which I don't really care about, but how also did I not double my money? Let me explain that. I got 4 keys, holy crap. Oh, the armory counts 2, so I had more than exactly 2 armor. It wasn't a bad choice, but I did not realize I had a mistake going. Okay, back down to dark room. Luckily, I only lose steps when I draft the red rooms, so this situation is not bad. I am more likely to get a red room from here because a lot of the red rooms carry power. I want a straight through room. 8 keys, I'm pretty solid on the keys. Rumpus room, it is the winner for today. It means I can't get the drafting room. But archives and stuff are still available, so there is hope, and this is money. Have I drafted the library yet? I don't think so. Looks like no, so a library and a bookstore could be useful at some point. A foyer would be nice, but I can't afford it. Mechanarium, let's see. We have the pump room. Can't really tell what the pool is. We have the boiler room, so that's 2. Workshop is 3. Can I get a 4th? Laboratory is 4. So this is a 4-door room, which may not even include the entrance room. It's just a 4-door room plus the entrance. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. We didn't even get a left-facing room, which is fine because we can't go left. We did get a right-facing room. We got a straight room. So I'm very, very, very ecstatic about that. But we have extra rooms too. Where did I enter? I entered from here. So the straight room is that middle one. So I've got 2 extra stuff. What do these go to, I wonder? A lever. The left side lever. If I can draft every room, I can get to that. Okay, what about number 2? Stuff. Silver key is not bad to have. I'll probably want it moving upwards rather than any other direction though. So I'll just use a normal key on this if I need it. Didn't need it, so that's nice. Gymnasium is probably the most valuable here because I want to draft every room. But I'm going to lose steps on that. It's only 5 steps, right? Yes, it's only 5 steps. I lose the 2 for walking in here, but I'm also going to get running shoes, which is going to save me steps overall. Hopefully it's going to be valuable steps, but I'll just use a regular key. Treasure trove would be nice. Her ladyship's chamber is massive, but I don't really need it here. Next time I enter boudoir, gain 10 steps. Boudoir is at the north. So I can double back north if I need steps. Bedroom gets me keys, treasure room I can't afford, so we'll do this. Also what this gets me, I have observatory I have to go back to. This I think is always present in her ladyship's chambers. It's also a queen room, which is why it's really valuable for the chest thing if I need to do that. But also, we have an upgrade disc, I didn't realize that. We have her ladyship's diary, but it's locked. And that is somebody, and I don't know who that is, because that doesn't look like Clara Epson that I know of. Maybe it is. That's Thomas Sinclair, isn't it? No, that's Simon Sinclair. Okay, so yeah, that's Clara then, and that's Simon Sinclair. Because he looks that way in the ballroom dance. But it kind of looks like Thomas Sinclair. I don't know. Maybe Simon took after his dad. I don't know. Cannot spin the purple globe. But also her ladyship's chamber, she was an Epson. It's all purple. Does it never end? It's a spiral with X on it. And I don't actually know what that really means. I It's a spiral that never ends, which could just be her fortunes in life. I do love the vibe of this room, right? Very, very like, I mean, the purple is kind of nice, but then an intellectual. She's got her little dresser with it's not really a dresser, but got her little makeup area, whatever you want to call it. A nice lounge chair with a stand, a harp, umbrella, nice little sofa, or whatever you want to call these. Very, very chic, elegant. This is a woman who has her act together, kind of a room. Up from gymnasium, so I don't have to come back into it again. None of these are great, which is why I'm gonna just go ahead and draft library, I guess. I don't have many straight rooms left, which is the problem. So drafting from Mechanarium is kind of risky. Let me do library. I can get a new book. I can get magnifying glass, but it's kind of too little too late. That was last run. I really needed it. Now, as you see, we have 5 and 4, and we can get 5 again. Realm and Rune is the full one. And remember, History of Arindia was the one where it's like, hey, I thought we could get the uncensored version. Ha ha ha, give me the real one. So, Realm and Rune, the full version, is what we want to see next, I think. Probably special key this one, honestly. Because I can't afford anything in the bookstore whatsoever, so. Oh, the throne room. How would you do this to me? Do I have a key card? I do, so closed exhibit is very viable. Okay. Then we will close exhibit then. Oh, but it's a red room. It's going to cost me in steps. I'm still going to do it, honestly, because everything else I'm going to get that's viable is red room too. This may get me, yeah, it would get me lockpick kit. It frequently does give me that. Kennel's kind of big. Rotunda's bigger, but I don't have the gems for it. But I need to go both directions. I'll even take a red room. Then we have both directions. Sauna, come on. Why are you hurting me like this? I might get trapped with this, but this is the direction I'm worried about. I'm more likely to get the two. I'm more likely to get like 2 rights than I am to get a straight at this point. 7, 4 squared is 16. 5 squared is 25. Minus 20 is 5. 3 squared is 9. Minus 1 is 8. Divided by 4 is 2. Keys. Oh, it's another silver key. I'll take it. Wasn't locked. And it goes all the wrong directions, and so we're going to redraw. Drawing room we can afford. It takes us up, so I'll take that one. I'll use the sauna for next to the antechamber if I need to. Or if I can, rather. Go ahead and get our gem back. We need 2 rights, and we can't use the silver key unless it's locked. But if we get a locked room, we'll use the silver key, so we probably don't have to redraw. I mean, we can't redraw even if we wanted to, so we will really want to use the silver key if this door is locked. Special key, silver key. Lost and found only robs us of an item and takes us the right direction. It really doesn't matter what we get from here, but we don't need the items that we have. Lost a telescope. Okay, that does kind of hurt, but I'm not bent out of shape about it. Deposit box key, but we don't have the vault, and we can't afford the vault now if we wanted to. We can afford the treasure trove. Don't know what we would even do with it, but would not hurt to get it, I suppose. We have $22. I'm trying to remember exactly what the details of. Go ahead and use this. The previous box in this room contained a true statement. Well, it was green, I think, and said the wisps were weird. Oh no, it said the true point of this room is not in the manor or whatever. Um, and since this is handwritten, we know that that's true, even though it's red. That gives us 25 or 20. So that just keeps going up, which is happy. And so now we're going to double back to the observatory, and that'll have us filled up the entire thing. We don't have to draft the antechamber, and we don't have to draft room 46, so I think that'll be everything. We did do the trading post, so with the trading post done, I don't think the antechamber and room 46 matter. We just have to go back to the observatory and draft the bottom room, and we will have the full draft trophy. Lost the compass, don't care. The question is, do I have enough steps to get back? I have the running shoes, so that should save me steps where possible. But just this room is what's going to hurt me. Peekaboo. Nothing about that matters, but fastest way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. I think I can get there just fine. Especially when I'm being helped with saving steps. That's not a viable path. Path through here. Through here. I'm going to have 4 steps left. Don't screw this up. For the love of everything good, don't screw this up because it's so hard to get this trophy for me. If you have enough runs, you can do it, obviously, but like I'm on day 21. I've been trying it since day 2, so I have the keys today, which is the big thing. Honestly, I'll lavatory because I don't care. The trophy's just sitting there. I didn't even think about it. The trophy was just sitting there and I couldn't collect it. I wonder what happens. It may just be on the front counter when we get back. We'll do another day just to see. It's also only been 30, 40 minutes, so it's a little short for a video, even though we did get that. But I'm kind of worried now the trophy might be missing somewhere. I have to go back to the lavatory to find it or something terrible. I don't know, it's sitting right there. Good. Oh my gosh, good. Okay. The full house trophy. Drafting every room in the open slot in the house. Nice. Nice-oo. Okay. So we've done that now. We don't need to worry about that ever again. Explorer's Trophy will be interesting. Bullseye Trophy and Logical Trophy should be, I won't say piece of cake, but we've had good luck so far with those. We really want to get the pump room. We want to get the library and the bookstore. We want to get the... We want a lot of stuff. I don't want the library here, though. Corridor, happy, happy, happy. See if we can get the treasure room here. Bummer. I like it when the treasure room is in this corner. This is a nice place to have the treasure room. Okie dokie. So that was that. We want to go right from here. Courtyard's not a bad choice. We can go straight here if we get spare room. Otherwise, we can have a closet or something. I'll go ahead and just do the lab. Just to have a computer. And to run an experiment throughout the entire house if I can. Something useful. I won't log into security yet, but I can log into security and make those more common once I get a key card. If and when I get a key card. Go ahead and solve our puzzle of the day. The gems are in the only box with a false statement. That presumes that there is only one box with a false statement. One of the other boxes is true. Possibly both the other boxes are true. The gems are in the only box with a true statement. Okay, well, these are mutually exclusive. If this is false, that means that there are 2 boxes with the true statement. which makes this true, and vice versa. One of the other boxes is true. If this is true, then this is true, and this is false. Hold on. It doesn't say there's only one that's true. So if this is true, then this can be false because there are two true. These two are true, right? One of the other boxes is true. If this is true, this can be true, in which case the gems are in the only box with the false statement, which makes sense because this is the only false statement. So that's coherent. If this is false, well, let's say if this is true and this is true, or if this is true and this is false, this one has to be true because they were mutually exclusive. But this presumes only one true statement, and that would be these two be true, so it's nonsense. But if this is false, which it really can't be because only one of these two can be true. They have opposite presumptions, so they can't both be true. So this one has to be true because they also can't all be false, right? This can't be false and both of those be false. So yeah, this has to be true. This makes no sense if it's the true one. If this is true, then the gems are in this one because it's the only false one. Genius level. Absolutely top tier. Karma's gonna find me one day. I don't need to fill everything up, so I can just go forward with no chagrin. Do this. We will observatory. It's a shame that I lost my telescope last time, otherwise I could have shown you that. But basically just you do observatory a second time. That's literally what it is. But instead of looking through the big telescope, you look through your own telescope. Okay, clock tower. We know that there is a clock thing that we have to worry about, so we're adding this to our floor plan. There is a key in the clock. I think it's fourth key. Fourth key is in the clock, high above everything else or whatever it said. We don't have any keys for that, so we will workshop instead. Go ahead and double back. That doesn't have a gem and it's safe, so no point in worrying about that. I see nothing on the tables, but we have passed Draxus, which is nice. So we got a key and 4-door rooms likely. Which wasn't yesterday Draxus. No, yesterday was 12, whatever 12 was, but... Oh, 12 was Draxus. So we filled up the map on a Draxus day. How's that? Take that, game. What was my condition? If I do something. I don't remember. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I'll just draft this one. I don't really want archives. I know it wasn't the archive. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door, that's what it was. So it can't be these doors. It has to be security doors. We have 2 keys, so technically I can go up, but I kind of want to manifest the left side, or the right side of the map, rather. Yeah. Huey! Did never walk in here. We have shovels, that's nice. We are getting that coin. Well, that would kind of suck, but I don't have much option, I don't see. Hopefully I can get a key card, that way I can go up to Foundry and Foundation and work my way back. I did not. I got no key, no security keys, which is sad. Maybe I can get a parlor. Can I get a parlor and a security key? S'il vous plaît. especially from the Great Hall would be nice. If I can get a parlor, please. It's locked, go figure. They aren't parlor, but den is not bad. Not what I asked for, but not bad. Straight, please. Spare room. Vestibule is massive. I can't afford it. Never mind. I'm stupid. Everything's bad. Can't even do that. Tisk, 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 tisk. I want to see what's in here. Really, what I want to do is I want to see. I want to know. We got the axe again, so we can get the axe multiple times. That's huge. Huge information. We don't have the coupons or anything, so unlikely that we'll get it cheaper. Storeroom only gives us 1 cent. Pantry dead ends us, which is a dumb idea, but it does give us stuff. Chapel gives us the rooms we want, but it takes us a single coin. Pantry gives us several coins. Chapel can have coins in it. Those are lit, but I already split the piggy, so it's done with. It's lit just for the sake of being lit now. No idea who the 4 statues are. Actually, this is Jari, whatever her name was. Don't know who the monk carrying the stuff is, but that's a monk. And we have a bishop. And we have a king. So king, queen, monk, and bishop. 2 political and 2 religious figures. Which is, I really like how that is balanced. That's actually really solid. I don't know if the monk should be with the woman or maybe the priest. No, that's probably fair, because they both kind of have their own crowns. But a bishop, a monk, Queen Jarian, and King Oris, maybe? Because if the whole thing is like Orinda, right? And are there... I'm trying to see if there's any symbols of Orinda in here. I don't think so. Everything in this room is red. It's a red room. But the king is a black king. And is also number 7. For reasons I'm not entirely sure of. Plus, Jarian is such an old character, we don't know what era they're even from. Since Thomas Sinclair is from the 1900s, Lady Epson is from the 1900s. Again, that generation's from the 1900s. And that's sort of roughly when the Epsons moved here. Originally they were in Reddington, and that was back, supposedly built forever ago. So the change of era is a very fascinating topic to me right now. I guess I'll archive. It's a solid option. It does hurt my run, but I'm not trying to fill everything up, and I'm not trying to get to room 46 right now. So hurting the run is not a reason not to, you know. I should have done this first, actually, but whatever. I don't know what the 3rd room was. I should have drafted this room and then the archive, but I had no way of knowing, so... Oopsie teehee. I don't really want to buy any of these. I could use a gem. What do I have? I have the armory, and I was wanting to save up for that thing, so I think I still will. Can I get a pantry from here, please? Not a pantry, but still not bad. Because we want to keep going to that wall, so we'll do that. That's fine. That's blocked off. Did I didn't use freaking frick. I didn't use my archive disk as well. Can't afford that. We'll try whatever this is. Dark room. Doesn't really matter what goes here, I guess. Furnace, nice. I have dig. Got a coin. Nice. And if north can take me left... No, it doesn't matter either way, I'm stuck. If north can take me north, I can go around the chapel. Do the first one. It's not bad, it's not great though. Good for steps and helps us with a gem, but not coin favorable. I don't think we need to buy anything, we're still doing good on all supplies. We can go directly into the foundation from here, so I think I'll do that. And in a search for more things. Especially coins. I need 2 more to be able to go back and get the axe. And there we go. We don't have a dig spot there, but we can go back and get the axe and not care about life anymore. Wrong direction. Objectively wrong direction. Okie dokie, what do we want to do? We want to kill the cost of the throne room, I think. Let's look at that. First of all, it's a black print, which is fascinating. Black prints seem to have to do with Orinda Ares as a whole. And we're going to axe health, because 5 gems is so expensive. And that's probably part of the point, but just kind of a ridiculous cost. But yeah, now we can keep on with the run now that we've saved ourselves some of that. That's boarded up. Ookie. Any of the above, but bedroom can have items in it. Maid's chamber guarantees that we don't get items. Take me anywhere. Not horrible just because I have the sleep mask. Oh, that's horrible. But it's an opportunity. If I can get a key card from a parlor. It's locked. Do I have other options? I have the workshop, okay. The workshop doesn't, was it locked? I don't remember. I think I just backed out, actually. I think I should be okay with that. I don't think it's valuable to go to the quest bedroom because it takes 5 steps to get there. So, we get nothing out of that. But yeah, I have to go through archives to get out of here. Archives, chapel, armory, den, great hall, observatory. Okay, that's quite a messy route I have here. Why did I come this direction? Why am I here? Well, since I am here, I'll give you my steps. I just took a wrong direction through the chapel, I guess. Din. I always mistake that for a thing. Anyway. The Nook. Drafting room. Yeah, that's the way. And if it's locked, then we are dead. Nice. Security room's a good option, but it's also possibly locked. Sadly, no key card given to us. Nothing there. It's locked here. Open here. I really, really need keys. Give me a pantry. Give me a, you know what I need. Conference has 2 options, but one of them can be security locked. Neither one happens to be, but it could be regular locked as well. Lost and found. I don't have many items I care to lose, so we'll do it. Lost a salt shaker. How will I ever survive? Definitely glad I got the things that I got. So I guess that's the end of that. That was a very uneventful run. We didn't go to the outer room at all, which is a mistake. Still could have, but it would have taken so many steps and not coming all the way back. I don't think it's worth it, really. Red Villa, yeah, not surprising. Wasn't super happy with the experiment and that kind of stuff, so. We are going on an hour, but I think I want to do one more run. And if it's super short, fine. If it's long and great, fine. But we'll go one more time. Day 23. This does mean I will hit the parlor trophy before I hit the billiard room trophy. Because I'm not getting the billiard room every day. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But we now have manual ways into both sides of the downstairs, which is nice. I think, did I drop the thing by one? I think I did, so we'll see what that looks like. I don't want a schoolhouse run, but I did kill the cost of it, so I guess since the cost of education's gone down, I guess I can go to school, you know. No comment on anything related to that. Schoolroom. Library could be good, and the reason I'm saying that is because library can get us bookstore, and we rented this book and treasure map. Nice. If we can get a shovel, oh my gosh, it's so far. Never mind, treasure map bad. Realm and Rune. I am the first stop. I am the first person to check this out. And it's 1993 right now, I just realized. So 1993 is the current date. Also, this is a way to figure out what day it is today. Day 22, day 1 was November 7th. So this is actually today's date. Based. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and read this. Finn Aries. This book was graciously gifted by Simon P. Jones, aka me. I bought this and gave it to the library. When the scholars of the first era found any hidden things, either of a natural source or resulting from the creations of man, they were accustomed to record these in various signs with the aid of figures. They did this in order that the sigils of their realm may not be understood by strangers. So, local secretive things. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They've been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, or older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigil have special meaning. The sigil. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil has 4 things. The core, which tells us where, the line, the dividing lines, the moats, and the border. The core. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape, different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we're describing. That's true. Several example cores taken from well-known sigils. Orenda Aries is the one that we knew of. Finn Aries is the one that we kind of figured. Araja Korarika and Arch Aries. So this is 5 of the 8. The rays. Spouting forth from the core will come several dividing lines, splitting the sigil into pieces. From one sigil to another, the rays will often differ in number, style, and form. Studying the differences in these lines will immediately reveal several things about the realm. Transportation, the number of rays. Counting the number of dividing lines in a sigil will reveal to us what method of transportation was prevalent in the realm. Were they a seaside kingdom that relied on ships, or a desert domain that might have employed camels to cross the sandy expanse of their lands? So, every direction or the 8 rays, naval capabilities, ship routes, seaports, the 8 rays on these sigils resemble the directions on a compass rose, or just a compass. Roads, streets, carriages, the 4 rays here look like crossroads on a map. I guess. Horseback, rough trails, and another sigil that uses 4 rays, however. These will always be configured to suggest a horse galloping. I mean, I get it. The horizontal is the body and the 2 diagonals are the legs. But at the same time, that was just train system, locomotion, which is 3, which was Orenda Aries. The 3 rays here are used in sigils for realms that rely on track-based travel. Note that Finn Aries does not use this because they were seen taking apart the train. Aviation, dirigibles, balloons. The 5 rays here suggest travel above the horizon. And dirigibles reminds me of dirigiblocks, which is the thing that's coming in the future. I want to look at that again. Camels, pack mules, arid or desert trails, 2 rays to indicate a flat terrain. So desert area, yeah. Turtleback travel, what the frick? 5 short rays that do not fully extend from the core to the border. So there are 5 short rays, yeah. Makes sense. Weather, the style of ray. Identifying the style of the ray used in the sigil will show us whether the kingdom what weather the kingdom considered native. Some are intuitive, like the jagged lightning shapes to indicate stormy lands. Okay, straight black line indicate a lack of unusual harsh weather and normal temperatures. Foggy, which is both Finn Aries and Orenda Aries that we know of, or misty weather is indicated when the ray has several horizontal slashes across one side. Wavy is for extreme heat. Rainy is for rain. Stormy is for lightning. Dotted ray is for snow. And windy is for the curve. So what we can say is that if it has desert trails like the camel, it probably also has heat, right? That kind of tracks. So we can use a few clues on these. Moats. Each sigil floating between the rays are small figures called moats. From the shape and style of the moats used on the sigil, we can tell the type of society that the realm proclaimed, if they considered themselves mighty in arms or blessed by the artistic and economic fortune. Tribal, hunter-gatherers. Agricultural, harvest and farming. Martial, which is Finn Aries that we know of. Militaristic nation engaging in generation-spanning wars and heated arguments. Metropolitan, large city-state with a dense urban populous center, which was Orenda Aries. You have academic centers for knowledge and scholarly pursuits. These realms are home to many schools, universities, and libraries. Industrial was engineering, with manufacturing, invention, and production. Spiritual, elevated reverence for nature, animals, and the forces that guide us. And poetic, strong focus on the advancement of the arts, writing, music, and language. The border. Around each sigil is an adored edge, serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. Yeah. So again, we already talked about this one, but white, we don't know white. We do know orange from the flag. It's the V, it's the core or something, I think, which is Korarika. Green, we don't know, but considering we have agricultural, it's probably that one. Violet is a Raja, which we know from the flags again. Finn Aries is red, Orenda Aries was black, and Arch Aries is yellow. So red, black are taken care of, yellow is taken care of, but we don't know pink. So pink and white are the ones we don't know about. Green we can presume when we can attach agricultural somewhere. Orange we know from the flag, violet we know from the flag, and yellow we know from the flag, and black and red we know everything about. Oh, gotta keep going, I guess. Putting it all together. By studying the core rays, notes, and border of a sigil, you should be able to unlock the meaning behind what the previous had been undecipherable enigma. Finn Aries, the grand realm, transportation, road or carriage, weather foggy, society militaristic, banner red. And that's the end of the book. I'm going to go up here and see what all I've crafted. We do have stats here, right? We got all of this. Taking 2023 steps, that's fascinating. 666 rooms drafted. Oh no, and bedrooms drafted 69. What a weird combination. 42 green rooms drafted. What a weird set of numbers altogether, anyway. I've got twice as many parlors solved as I have billiard rooms, but I've solved all the ones I've drafted. Gallery art named 4. Is there more than that? Upgrade discs 671. And that's it. Okay. We have this on the south edge of the house, so we can look out and see stuff. Don't know if there's really much to see, but it's there. And then the scrapbook. My first claim ticket was a battery pack. Lots of stuff. My favorite floor plan, I like the armory because it has nice things. Den, parlor, and hallway are just useful. Paid for classroom a million times. Commissary and passageway are really useful. Spend all of my time in the entrance hall talking to y'all. Library classroom. I have made a detector shovel and a power hammer, and that's it. Gift shop receipt. About the swim trunks, I have used, I don't know if it's because I've seen letters with these stamps, but I have used the magnifying glass on them, so maybe that's why the magnifying glass is in the corner. But we can get stamps, it looks like, from 8 realms. 8 realms in 8 months. So yeah, we probably need a magnifying glass over every stamp. Or maybe that's connected to something else, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go into the servants' quarters because I avoid it like the plague, because it costs gems and gives me keys, but it's not particularly useful. We have the telescope up there, which is nice. I've gotten to 6th grade, and that's everything, so. Fun, fun, fun. So I've gotten 2 out of 8 things made, and we got to read the books. That's nice. Bookstore would not be bad here, but I guess we'll start the classroom early. I'm going to conference room. Heck no. We're not starting off on that kind of run. A run where I suicide into a circle? We're not doing that. We can do a classroom here if you want. Classrooms are now free, but it doesn't hurt to have stuff. Mostly just to control the direction I'm going, and I can give myself as many opportunities as possible. And of course I'm not getting a classroom now. Why would I get a classroom now? Give me gems and give me... I can't get a bookstore because I didn't get it from library. That sucks. But now I'm not getting any classrooms. What is this? Give me classroom. Thank you. Okay, recapping what we know from here, we got the flags. That's what we got from here. Give me apple also. Colors. Use a key. Classroom. Heck yeah. From 2nd grade, we got multiplication, which is, we know from, it's the exact same thing as the billiard room without the dartboard. We'll probably want more keys. I mean, obviously we have a locked door, so we definitely want keys, but I will probably be nooking in the future. I did not draft that direction, but if I can go left, I want to. Boudoir does, and it gives us rerolls, and it gives us a gem. All positive things. If I can get the exhibit, that might be nice too, but I need a key card to make that really nice. Classroom here is just fine. And this was science, which tells us about how to do the laboratory thing. Left here would be nice. I'm just going to redraw. Basically until I get a classroom. Laboratory's not bad. Classroom takes me right. I don't hate it, but I'm not fond of it. That gives me my 4th classroom, so we're kind of going quickly, which is what we want. Classroom 4 is the different places, and I want a magnifying glass to look over that with. also need just any items whatsoever. Honestly, it's a solid option. I can dead end at the end of the entrance hall. I go straight through here, take a left if I get a classroom. No lefts and no classrooms. Well, that's unfortunate. I have money, so I can probably buy... I don't know if I can buy keys today, though. We'll go ahead and get a nook, make sure we have a key. Now guarantee the key. Come back in here and take the other direction. Get us left. Security is one part of what we're going to need. For keycard doors, for instance. Because we got a lot of locked doors, which means we could get a lot of keycard doors. If I can get utility closet in the corner, I will. I'll go ahead and set this low, I guess, but I don't have a whole lot of regular keys, so it's not going to be particularly helpful. Swan song. I can also double back and go outside and get something. Oh, I got the schoolroom. That's why I have the classrooms. That's right. Never mind. I've already been outside. But I will check and make sure I haven't missed anything. We want to get keys out of this, and we want to make the most common thing possible. Draft a hallway from a hallway, nope. For AV draft, nope. Next 3 times open a lock trunk. None of the above are really helpful. Now back in. View my inventory. I've missed a gym, but that's not a big deal to me. So, none of these are great. I don't get any guarantees regarding keys. So we're in a classroom. This is the art pictures. I don't see any items sitting around. We want to go straight, very intentionally. Spare room's more efficient. And that saves East Wing Hall for future sections. Chapel really isn't the worst thing in the world right now. Gives us options, takes a coin, I don't really care. Because I've got good money every day, so. Den is solid, it gives us foundation. I can't correct myself fast enough on that. Kennel's pretty solid, like we don't have, that's just a dead end. We don't have a shovel, but it'll give us the effect whenever we do get a shovel. But it has dig spots here, which is why I'm saying we kind of want a shovel when we come here. But also, pet the doggy. Who's a good doggy? You're a good doggy. Pet the doggy. From here, there's not really a wrong move here, right? The armory could get us a mace. It could get us a lot of things, and we have foundation anyway, so we might as well do this. Because I don't want to use up my gym necessarily. We're getting another one of those, heck yeah. I don't want to use it though, because I don't know what I would use it on in first thought. Treasury room maybe? But treasury room only costs 1, so I don't think that's important. Trophy room would be huge, but again, it's probably more useful in the short term to get these 2. Because I'll need that for opening chests. In case I run across any. I do want to get across some chests, but we will see. That's dangerous and unfortunate. Especially because we're on the east side, that's why I'm really hesitant about it. Corridor is guaranteed unlocked. Observatory is a dead end, so we'll go corridor. Taking me to the right, please. None of these are that. There's a possibility, though, that I could get an unlocked door from here. In fact, it's always unlocked, so I don't have to use the key on the other side. I can just go to the right. Did not get a shovel or anything out of this room. How dare you? I guess Porter, give me some gems. Garage would have given me keys, but there are two false statements, maybe. The box with the false statement is empty. This box is empty. If there are two false statements, it's this one and this one. Which means this box is not empty, and a box with a false statement is not empty. Or it is not true that a box with a false statement is empty. But this would be an empty box, so I think these are incompatible that way. So if there's only one false statement, it would be this one, which would make both of these true. The box with the false statement, which is this one, is empty, and this box is empty, which makes this box have stuff. I'm going with that. Boom. I am the logic master. Classroom doesn't hurt, but I would like the items. I've only got one key after all. But I can get infinite redraws from these rooms, so I can definitely get the room I want from this. This one was General Teskin, Oris, 2, 22, Raja, and Black Flag. And again, we wanted it, but this goes through the history. There's war between Black and Red. Red won, and so therefore Black is banned. Finn Ares was Red. And so the Red royalty came into power. They have the Pentagon symbol. They broke apart the railroads. They used horse and chariot to get around, and there's the big city, military. So that's what that is. This is grade 5, right? Grade 6. Oh, this is grade 6. Holy crap, I've done so many. We use a key and we'll do something that tries to get us keys. Neither of these gets us keys. But they're not bad options. Especially drawing room. Drawing room's a pretty good option, but if I don't have keys, I'm still in danger. So we'll keep drawing and see what we can do about keys. Closet, commissary, neither of these are beneficial, but they'll probably get me stuff. I really want walk-in closet. Let's see if we can get walk-in closet. Man, I'm really running through these redraws. Billiard room. Billiard room guarantees me keys. At the very least, a key card. Or a secret key or something. Secret garden key or something. 9. We have 16 divided by 2 is 8. Where's 8? There we are. 16 minus 6 is 10 times 20 divided by 10 is 20. Okay, 12 minus 11 is 1, times 2 is 2, times 1 is 2, times 4 is 8, divided by 4 is 2. Not a bad key. Not a bad room either. We will do this one. See what items we can get out of it. We've got 14 now. Apples, steps, diamond. Yeah, I figured. But right in the middle of the house is great for a silver key. Vestibule is super solid because 3 are guaranteed to be unlocked. And it may just be the 3 we want. Oh, pool is huge. Do I have exactly 2 shops? I have the armory, and that is it. Okay, but I don't have 2 shops. But it still could give me lots of keys. And if memory serves, that's also where the treasure is, but I don't have a shovel. So I'll give myself options. That's the locked one, so down is locked. That's fine. We can do the closet here. The den goes up, so it's not a problem to have the closet here. Which gives us a gem reroll, which is really unfortunate. We have now re-entered, and so down will probably be unlocked. It gives us a locksmith, and we can do it, and we need keys. Three keys. Lockpick kit is not guaranteed to work, but keys are for reals. Okay, so that saves us from any danger the den and the pool may offer us. Boom. How many does Mechanarium get us? Let's see. Security. That's it, I think. One door. I'll probably boiler room. I can't boiler room. Study's not going to be helpful. Redraw. None of these are bad. Can't really buy anything anymore. But I do want to buy stuff. I really want a shovel. That hurts too. Use the last one. Give me something I can work with. Pump room goes up. That's something. If I can get the boiler room from the pump room, that'll be huge, but other than that... Where do you flow into? Number 4, we can refill the kitchen now. But number 5 goes directly into this one, so we can't do that from here. Okay. And also we just have this in case you need to explain it. No boiler room, but we can sauna, which is really kind of huge. How many classrooms do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 classrooms. We'll see if we can do 2 classrooms on the other side, I guess, because I really want sauna. Sauna can also get me a key, possibly. Yep. But it guarantees next run I don't even have to think about steps whatsoever. Give me classroom. Can't route through the pool, which sucks. But it gives me both directions. I can't even do it anyway. Workshop it is. And I got a hammer, which is totally unhelpful. I don't think I can combine anything I have, actually. I only have the hammer as far as this is concerned. Oh, none of them are great. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Why? I'd rather go up from the den than to blindly do this. So yeah, through the observatory. This is why vestibule is vestibule. Because you are guaranteed 3 ways to go. I don't have a shovel. If I had a shovel, this would be a very different run. Like, if I get the walk-in closet from up here, I'll take it immediately. No hesitation. Got a classroom, but we have to hope that the next one's going to be a classroom too. But we have as many rerolls. Like, we have so many rerolls, so grade 7 we've now reached. Oh, this is complicated. Advanced functions. Apple. So same thing, but we've got different shapes. So let's see. We already know about squares, right? So 3 squared is 9. 3 squared minus 5 is 4. 7 minus 5 is 2. Squared is 4. So either way, 3 has to be wrong. Because, yeah, 5 squared is 25, and 7 minus 25 is not 16. But yeah, it's usually after. So 3, so number 3 is wrong. 3 minus 2 is 1. Squared is 1. So 3 and 4 wrong. 2 squared is 4. Minus 1 is 3. Squared is 9. What the frick? 5 times 2 is 10. Squared is 100. 105. Minus 95 is 10. Squared is 100. So the bottom one is correct. 3, 4, and 5 we know are wrong. That's 3 of the 4. Okay. Let me think about that again. 4 minus 1 is 3, 9. Yes, okay. So 3, 4, and 5 are wrong. So assuming that one's true on the diamond, then we just switch the numbers. So that, instead of 12, that would be 21. Minus 2 is 19. So those would both be consistent if we're switching the numbers. And hint, that's what that is. We just switch the digits. 30 minus 5 is 25, which would be 52. So 3, 4, 5, and 8 are wrong. How is 21.7 tennis balled into 20? Okay, and 21.7 double tennis balled is 22. So round down, like just tens place. Round in general. So 22. 59 point. Like round to the nearest digits place. Like, okay, hold on. So let's take each line as a digit. So 21.7 with one digit means round the first digit. Well, 2 and 1 7 just goes to 20, even. 21.7 we're rounding the second digit, right? So 21.7 goes to 22, whereas 21 goes to 20. It's like round to the nearest tens, round to the nearest ones, that kind of thing. 59.6 third one is 59.6 minus 59.6, which would just become 60. I don't know how that works. So the tennis balls I don't understand yet. Algebra. A squared b minus 5 squared. 4 plus 2 squared minus 6 squared. A squared minus 2 squared plus 9. Is this a hint to anything? They've not been big hints so far, but I don't know. And we have the puzzle. Can you solve it? Numbers. Remember, don't square till you're there. So that's just an info about squaring. They did pretty bad early on, so it's not going to be helpful. 9 of 12, so they did 3 wrong. So 3 squared is 9. 3 squared 9 minus 5 is 4. 7 minus 5 is 2. Squared is 4. 3 minus 2 is 1. Squared is 36. That's wrong. 2 squared is 4. Minus 1 is 3. Squared is, how does that 16? That's consistent, so it's probably not one of the ones that's wrong. Yes, it is. Those two people got the same wrong answer, but that makes 4 and 5 wrong on this one. 5 times 2 is 10. Squared is 100. Plus 5 is 105. minus 95 is 10, squared is 100. So they missed 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then I'm so confused though, honestly. This is really confusing because then the 16 goes to a 4 as if it's a square root, and I don't think that's what that was. And 20. 30 minus 5 is 25. It becomes 52. Yeah, so that makes sense based on what we've been doing, which is switching the digits. But in this case, 36 and 16 would have to be correct, and 4 and 2 are wrong. Maybe 16 is correct and 36 is wrong. Well, let me double check that. So 36, 16, 10, 4, 2, 52. 36, 16, 100, 61, 19, negative 400. I believe 61 and 19. I don't believe 16, 36, or 16. So 20, 22, and 40 should be correct. 20, 20, 22, 20, 40. So maybe it's the other way around. If this one is correct, then round the ones, round the tens, round to hundreds. Going up makes more sense. So first of all that. But 59.6 rounded to the nearest hundreds is 100. Minus 59.6 is 40.4. Rounded to the nearest ones is 40. Okay, so it's just round to ones, tens, hundreds place. That makes sense. Okay. Grade 7, you had me in a bind, but I think I've wrestled free. Give me a classroom. Give me a classroom. Give me a classroom. I can't use anything else in here anyway. Give me a classroom. I have 7 more. I will use all of them if it takes it. Not a trophy room, although that'd be kind of cool, but give me a classroom. Why do you hurt me this way? Give me a classroom. I can't afford any things I want anyway. Classroom. Woo, classroom. I will read you all to the end of this kingdom. Classroom. Gosh, freaking darn it. Planetarium. Fine. There's nothing in here for me. Probably not even an upgrade disc, actually. Kind of hope there was one, but I don't think so. Nope. I can see what's coming up for me in the future, though. 14 Slice Diamond Miner, Farmer's Apple. Tomorrow's sale if I don't stay in this room. Or Diamond Major's Southern Cross would be nice for the following day. 26 steps and a dark room. I don't have keys, so I can't do anything with it anyway. Don't have the money for a key. Don't have a shovel to dig up a key. Or to dig up the treasure map. So I think I'm dead. Trying to think if there's any way I can do this. There are no keys sitting around outside. There is a gem I can get down in the bottom, in the basement. There are no gems I can get in the, or no keys I can get in the basement. I cannot get a shovel in the basement. The only thing I can do is go out front by going down the security and passageway. And out front I can take the boat now. I just want to take it once, but we shall go down, take our lovely boat right across. We got the sauna, so we will get extra steps next run. Take me down, Jeeves. In Thomas Sinclair's ultra fancy. So yeah, we will do that and we will call it a day because it has been an hour and a half. The armory is good. I want to keep having that, so I'm not going to do anything to switch that up. But at the same token, it would be helpful to have some of those other abilities. Hello, staircase. Hello, Arinda Ares table. And this way to boats. On dock, on the boat. Ooh, right. Boosh. So I do want to get the tomb as well because we can light candles down there and get some fun stuff going. But yeah, there's also a little thing down there and I kind of want to take advantage of that. So now that this is over here, the point of that, if you will look, dear viewer, is that, where am I facing? That there's a staircase here that this can land on if the water level goes further down. So we want to lower it by probably 2 or 3, which we can do thanks to the emptying of the kitchen. If we can do 3, and that may take us over to that hole in the wall. That looks very intentional. And after that we can drain the entire thing, but since we put the kitchen water back, we can drain it 3 and see if that works. Also, we need to drain this all the way to get to the bottom, which will require a boiler room. But that is all we really care about for now, so thank you all for watching. We will end the day. We can get into both sides from the fountain side of the house. Baronial campus. We got 7 out of 8 classrooms, which is huge, but we just could not complete it. The keys were the issue. So yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!